so good to me. I don't need another broken heart or sleepless night. God, please guide me right. She looks like a girl of my dreams. Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? This is the Red Girl, and I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cook homemade meatloaf and homemade stuffed cheese meatballs. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below. You can DM me on my business page at DATZ.IT. On Instagram, a Facebook page will be coming soon near you. I will be coming soon near you. Never know when I'm going to pop up, when I'm going to pop up. I'm trying to take it to bigger dreams and bigger steps with my business. My business is basically homemade because everything I learned how to cook, I learned it from my mom, from home, working at home, cooking with her. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make meatballs, stuffed meatballs with cheese, and meatloaf at home with love, okay? First, before we get started, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I use. First of all, I always have to keep me some beef broth because if you don't use beef, what you doing? I use butter sticks, the good ones. I also use me some bell peppers, onions, and all that good stuff. I just put it in here so I can hold them together. I already put the ones I'm going to use inside of the meat. I use eggs. I use cornstarch. Some people use flour. Some people use breadcrumbs, but I don't use that stuff because there's no need. Once you use eggs and cornstarch, it's going to form, it's going to mold the shape how you want it to be, and it's going to be delicious. So some people I know don't like ketchup on there, so I also have my homemade steak sauce that I make, which is really good. I use like some I can't tell you everything I put in it, but it's mixed with some type of wine. It got like different seasonings. It's savory. So it's really, really good. I also use a couple of different seasons, which I'm not going to show you because I don't want you to steal my recipe without booking a one-on-one class. Anyways, I will show you these. I use these mushroom gravy, and for my meatloaf, I use my meatloaf. Also, for my cheese, I always use this type of cheese. I mean, for my meatballs, I always use this type of cheese. I don't use the sharp cheese because the sharp cheese doesn't stick well, and it doesn't melt faster than this cheese does. So, yeah, that's why I use that. And I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my homemade roasted potatoes inside of my green beans. I use the red potatoes. I use the red potatoes. They're freshly grown. They're different sizes. But yeah, I use the red potatoes because they're softer and they're easier to cut through. They're easier to, you know, steam, cook, roast, all that stuff. So yeah. I also use hickory smoked bacon to put in my green beans to start it off, to give it like a smoky taste. And I'm not going to show you how to make the cornbread because it's obviously going to be in that recipe book that you can purchase from me. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram, either at my personal page or my business page, which you can rewind this video and rewatch it so you can get that page again. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to leave it right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to make this. Okay, cool, peace. All right, so here we go. I already have my onions and bell peppers inside of my meat. Now I'm going to take my eggs, which I put 2 eggs in there because it's going to be for meatballs and for my meatloaf. So I'm going to use 2 eggs instead of 1. Then I'm going to take me a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch. Let's see, let's get a spoon. I'm going to use a plastic spoon because I don't want to just be dirtying my dishes. Just to let you know. So I'm going to take 1, 2. I'm going to just add a little extra because this is a lot of meat. Okay. Then I'm going to start taking my seasonings, which I can't show you which seasons I use. I will be starting to sell my own seasonings after a while. But we're just going to make sure we have enough season in here. Okay, that's enough of that one. Now I'm gonna put me some of this one. These are gonna be clumps because it's different clumps of ones. Okay, and now I can show you these. I also use these beef cubes. All it is just the beef broth basically, and I'm just gonna take them, mash them up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put that in there. It didn't really smash up good, so oh well. I can go ahead and try to smash them up some more. I can't get it open. See, that's these long nails that I'm telling y'all about. Okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this piece away. By the way, please cut responsible. Please make sure you're doing everything responsible because no one will be responsible for the mess that you make at home, or say for instance if you cut yourself, no one will be responsible for that. So yeah. So now I'm going to add my last two seasonings. By the way, it's not going to be salty, you guys. I don't use a lot of salt. These are my parsley flakes. And I'm going to add some black pepper. I would mix it up with my hand, but I got on these nails and I don't want it to get in my nails. So you're just gonna make sure you mix it up really good. Get that cornstarch in there. Get them eggs everywhere. Some people use a lot of eggs. I only use 2 because it's it's not like, the only thing I would say, it's not like that. The cornstarch is not going to hold it. When the cornstarch get, wet by the beef broth, it's going to automatically get mushy and it's going to hold it together and form your shape really good. So you don't have to worry about adding all that extra stuff. Same with the meatballs. So I got it mixed up really good. You can't see the eggs. You can't see the cornstarch anymore. Besides around the bowl, which doesn't matter. See? Cool. So we'll be back for the next step. Okay, so here I have one for my meatballs and I have one for my meatloaf, which I told you I'm only cooking for 2 people with this meal. So I'm only going to use 2 of those. I'm going to take my butter spray, my non-stick spray, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to spray my pan down really good. Now I'm going to pour some meat. Well, I'm not going to pour it. I'm going to form it. I'm going to take it. You're going to form it the best you can. Oh. So now I'm just going to, form. Also, I will be, if you see on my business page, I am making dinners today, but this is just going to be for my YouTube channel here. So it's going to be small portions. It's not going to be as big as the dinner would be. Okay, so that's the meatloaf. The meatloaf is good and ready to go. I know some people don't like ketchup, which me and Dre love ketchup, but I also love my steak seasoning and sauce that I use, that I make. I home make it. Let me wash my hands real quick. Because I don't want to get that stuff from the meat everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to just take it. And I'm going to pour it on this end. Okay. And I'm gonna take my ketchup and put it on the other end. Let's open it. And I always use the not name brand ketchup, because the name brand one, it has a lot of sodium in it. And we don't want a lot of sodium in it because it already has sodium in the meat. I don't know, I'm just very picky on the salt and stuff because I have high blood pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the ketchup on here. I'm gonna stop it at the middle. Okay. Oh, maybe I should have put some more of this in. So I don't get it on there. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna just take my beef broth. Let me shake it up. I'm gonna take my beef broth and I'm gonna pour it on the sides. Just to fill my pan up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it can stay juicy. And that's my meatloaf. Until we're done with that. So I'm gonna let it a little mix. So let's go ahead and start on the meatballs. Make sure that is good enough. And when I do meatballs, I don't do them small. I do them, you know, fat, big, or whatever. So you're gonna form it to like a patty. And then give me a second. Let me open up this cheese. My hand's slippery. Okay, so now I'm gonna just take some and I'm gonna put it right in the middle of it. That's maybe a little too much. I'll clean it up in a minute. So now what I'm gonna do is put some on top. Put your little onions back in if you want. And then we're just gonna ball it up. Put it into a ball, roll it, roll, roll, roll. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. And we're just gonna sit it there. Now we're gonna do the next one. Like I said, remember you can make them on your own size, however you want to make them. For the size wise, it doesn't matter. I make mine the way I make mine because this is how I make mine. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more to the top. It's basically almost like meatloaf, just cheese, basically, and it's in a ball. And with my gravy, I'll show y'all how to make the gravy last. So there we go with that one. So we're gonna push it down, push, push, push. Fold over, fold over, fold over. Boom. There we go. Now we're gonna get some more cheese. We don't need a lot because this one's not gonna be that big. Boy, it didn't look like it was gonna be that big. It is that big. And it's real juicy, you hear it? Yeah. It's gonna be super juicy because I'm gonna put some beef broth in it. So now I can put that one next to that one. And we're gonna make one more. It's enough for one more. So we both have a piece of meatloaf and we both have a meatball. This one's going to have to be small. Put some cheese. Put that cheese on that bad boy. I'm going to get the rest of this little bit of pieces now. Okay, now we're just going to, you know, go ahead and wrap it on up. Wrap it on up. Wrap it on up. And I'm going to show you how I make the gravy for my meatballs after these are halfway done cooking. Let's try to move that one over some so they don't be stuck together. There we go. And now I'm just going to put some cheese on top of them bad boys. And you have to remember, this is why I choose the skinny little cheese, because it literally will melt onto it and you won't be able to see it at the end. So let's go ahead and stop this and we'll be back for the next one. Is the green beans. So I already went ahead and started doing my butter. Now I'm just gonna put my bacon. And most people like, why are you putting butter when bacon makes its own juice and grease or whatever you want to call it? Because that's what I do. That's my little recipe, okay? Cool. This is what I like to do. This is what I like to do. This is what I like to do. Okay, so now that I got my bacon in there, now I'm going to spray the outskirts of it. Make sure that butter don't stick. I mean, not the butter. The bacon don't stick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, girl? Okay, so now I'm going to season this. That is called black pepper. Now I'm going to add my seasoning. What was that? And that is my for. Now I'm going to add some parsley flakes. Now I'm going to add my seasoning. Now I'm going to add my onions and bell peppers. And now I'm going to add a cup of water. That should be about to cook right here. And now I'm going to put it back on the stove. This is for that. This is going to be for my rice. So now I'm going to put some butter into my rice. Give me a second. I'm just going to drop half of a stick in there. And I'm going to drop some black pepper in there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut up. Let's knock this out. And as you can see, I have my green beans on 6, and I also have my rice water on high. The reason I boil the water on high is because I want my water to boil fast. So once I put the rice in, it started to boil, I turn it down to medium, and I let this boil on 6 the whole time until it's done boiling. Okay, so now I just rinse my potatoes with hot water to get them all clean. Any germs from the farm, any good sort of stuff, I take them off. So my first one, I'm going to do some slices of potatoes. You can throw that can piece away. The reason I do slices of potatoes, because I like the, steam them a little bit. And eat those pieces before my food is done. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up my pieces for my, I'm talking about potatoes. For my string beans, which I cut them like this so that it'll be enough, because I like to eat the potatoes. That's probably why I'm gaining so much weight. Might not need to cook all these potatoes, to be honest. It's no need. It's only 2 of us. What I'm happy, because I'm pretty sure my mom is going to want a plate. But I'm cooking plates. I mean, I'm cooking for everybody else too later. So whatever I don't use for this, I can just use to put towards what I'm cooking. Only reason I'm cooking so early now, because when Jay get off of work, it'll be time for me to go to work. So I get our food out the way before I start the other food. Because we don't need those. So these are the potatoes, and I'm gonna go ahead and take these out because I have to, season these up, let them marinate while I got that cooking. Okay. So now I'm gonna use some black pepper. Y'all probably like, you use black pepper for everything. Surely do. That's why my potatoes be looking so good. And I'm gonna use this seasoning. Just know this seasoning is a roasted type of seasoning. So that's why my potatoes be so soft and roasted looking. That's good. And now I'm just gonna, mix them up. Now wait for them to go in. This one didn't work. So now that they're, roasted looking, there we go. Now I'm just gonna wash my hands. Okay, and next step is gonna be adding the green beans. Oh shoot, that was almost my foot. I'll put that in the same. It's gonna be adding my green beans to the pot. Okay, y'all see that cooking? Yum, 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 yum. So now I'm just gonna take my spoon with the holes in it. Let's move this so we can see perfectly fine. Now I'm gonna turn it down some because it's a little too hot. So I wish you guys can smell it. It smells so smoky. Like not smoky like a lot of smoke, but like it smells like, you know what I mean. So now I'm just gonna add my green beans. And I'm gonna add my stick of butter. And they're whole green beans, so it's gonna be delicious. Then we're gonna let this boil for a second. Once this starts boiling, we'll add in the potatoes. The reason I don't add my potatoes in right away is because the potatoes will get really soft and then you're gonna be out of luck. Okay? So now that our water is boiling over here, now that our pot is boiling, I'm gonna put some white rice, which I label my stuff so I can know exactly what it is, because I use white rice, brown rice, and yellow rice, even though I can tell the difference from the yellow rice. And that should be enough for rice. White rice. So now all I'm gonna do is mix that up. And look, my butter is like dissolving into the water. And now I'm just gonna wait for it to boil. Once it boils, we'll get back. I decided that I'm gonna show you guys how I make my cornbread. I like it really, really sweet. I already put my ingredients in. I'm gonna just add a little more jiffy mix. I like mine's watery, but not too watery. I need it to be able to, break down. I don't need it to be too thick where clumps in it and stuff like that. No, we don't do that around here. Okay. The only clump you will see is the butter, because I don't care about the butter really melting right now. It will melt soon as I put it in the oven. So I'm just gonna keep mixing until it's mixed really, really good. The only clumps you see is the butter. Everything else is great. Okay. So now I already put my sugar, put my eggs, my milk. Yeah, all that good stuff. Okay, so now I already sprayed my pan down. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour it in, pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. And wow, the last piece of butter just went in. Okay, so now, boom, There we go. It's all in there and it's all good to go because that whip game is crazy. Okay, so that's all, and that's how I make my cornbread. Okay, so now that it is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and add my potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. Now we're just gonna sit and wait. Play the waiting game. Bingo! Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna show you how I cook my cornbread. First of all, with my cornbread, I go ahead and spray the oil butter stuff in here for the non-stick so that my cornbread don't be sticking to the pan and it comes out perfectly fine. I go ahead and put my cornbread jiffy mix, and I'm going to get some milk. Also, you guys, one second, y'all. I just dropped something on the refrigerator. Also, I use some. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my milk. I use a cup of milk, which is, I probably put too much, but it's fine because I'm gonna add some sugar. And I don't measure my sugar, I just put how much I feel like it's good. Let's see if when it dissolves. And it tastes better with butter. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of butter. Tastes like butter. Okay, and I'm gonna add me an egg. That's enough sugar because it dissolves. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and add me an egg in there. And the only reason I'm using one box of Jiffy is because it's only 2 of us eating. So I don't need to feed 1,000 heads right now. So that's why I'm only using this. Okay, cool. Next step is we're gonna mix it. And I'm gonna use this. You gotta put some work in there, like that. Put some work in there. Yeah. Put some work in there. And I don't worry about the butter, you know, being too mixed up because it's gonna melt regardless. So I just keep stirring. See how good it is? I don't like it too watery, but I like it a little. So what I'm gonna do is to thicken it up a little bit. Keep whipping. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so I went ahead and started my gravy. So I'm not gonna tell you the ingredients I use. I'm just gonna show you when it's done. This is just how it looks now until it gets thickened up. I just put it on and I'm waiting for it to thicken up some, okay? And we'll be right back. Look at how these green beans is looking. Yummy. They're looking really good and roasted. See, this is why I use that seasoning that I was telling you about. Because it looks like that. We're going to let it finish cooking. Once it gets done, then we'll be back, okay? Bye-bye. All right, we're back. dinner is done, and I have my sister-in-law with me. She's gonna test tape first, so you guys can't say, oh, you capped, that food ain't good. It's good. So first off, let me show you how it look. This is the string beans with potatoes. That's my gravy, my rice. Hold on, let me show you the meatloaf.
Should look good.
That's my meatloaf, and that's my meatballs, and my cornbread is almost done. This is the cornbread. Perfect. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna try the green beans first. Okay, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, try one of the green beans first. It's hot. And then we're gonna try a potato. Here we go. Y'all gotta see that face expression though.
It's good.
Okay, now you gotta try the potatoes. And I can't tell y'all my seasonings because y'all gonna be trying to use my roasted seasoning stuff.
That shit good as fuck.
Is what?
That shit good as fuck.
Oh, okay. I thought a bitch that can't cook said something. Okay, so now let's try the gravy with some rice. Let me see your spoon. And I'm gonna tell you what I put in my gravy after you taste it. So I use I make some steak seasoning with wine and stuff in it. I can't say all the
You put wine
seasonings.
in it?
Yeah, it's so good, ain't it?
Look at you.
Yes, child. Yes. Okay, so now you're gonna taste the meatloaf.
You know I ain't never had meatloaf before.
Really?
Never.
Do you like ketchup or do you like
I eat
A1
ketchup.
sauce?
I eat ketchup.
Ketchup. Okay.
She look hot as fuck. That's the big ass bite, Charlene.
Ain't that big? Now tell me that shit ain't good. That shit bye-bye.
What's up? That's good. I burnt my tongue though. Trying to hurry up for your fucking video.
You wanna try the meatball?
Shit hot.
I'm gonna make you a plate. I'm gonna just make her a plate, y'all. Cause I
Shit.
wanna make me a plate too.
Really
I'm
good though.
hungry. And that cornbread.
Don't make me a plate because I'm not gonna eat it. I don't talk no waste of food. I'll take a bite though.
You ain't gonna eat it. You not hungry?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna make me a plate still.
Damn. My fat ass trying to hurry up and stuff the fucking food in my mouth.
That cornbread looks so fucking good.
That's one thing I don't know how to make. My shit be coming out burnt and black.
I love cornbread. And then I'm gonna show y'all. After I made my husband's plate, I make his plate all fancy like he at the restaurant. Now my plate, you gonna
So let me show you how I got my rain head in here.
Oh my god.
We need to do like a drinking challenge for you.
I want to do a
You don't got the kids this weekend.
matter of fact, we could do a truth or drink. People been doing that.
Okay. But we need to look up questions beforehand.
Yeah. You make you a list of questions and I make me a list of questions. And it gotta be like spicy questions, like real questions or whatever.
I'm gonna do that today.
We could do that today. I got liquor in there. 25 likes. And y'all got it. It's y'all's. 25 likes. It's y'all's. Okay? Let me get a piece of this meatloaf. Matter of fact, I can go ahead and take it out because it's done. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a picture of the food at the end of this video that my husband played so y'all can see it all fancy and Nancy. And it's all juicy. Ooh. And the reason I make the gravy is because for the meatballs. I don't like dry meatballs. So as you can see, I'm going to take my meatballs and I'm going to place them into my gravy. Mmm. I'm so ready to eat. My fat, And on the inside of these, if y'all remember, I put cheese on the inside. So when I crack it open, you're going to be like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So I put that picture in here, and y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all get this to 25 likes, and y'all going to get that other video. Okay, peace.